Hello, podcast people, and welcome to a new episode, season 2, episode 2 of my podcast, Teen Things. And I hope you're all having an amazing day. I hope the summer isn't really letting you down, and if it is, get up, do something, yoga, twerk, I don't know. And I just hope you're all having just a great day, and not letting the corona issue or anything that's happening in your life bring you down, or you're not letting it bring you down. And talking about things bringing you down, I've had the past few months has been really, really, really rough with my emotions, because I didn't even know this before, but school was literally an escape for me, and I didn't even notice. Like, I did not have to have all this time all by myself, doing nothing most of the day, and I just was left alone with all of my emotions, and in school I could push it down all the way and focus on chemistry and AVID and projects and just all my classes, speech, everything. And I was always worrying about the deadline for this project and everything, and all the assignments being due and right when everything was done there was a new assignment. So even though it was stressful, I was stressing about something that wasn't even about me, really. It was just about school and classes and my grades and stuff, making me productive in a way. But, just being home all these days, majority by myself. Well, I do have siblings and stuff, but they're all little kids, so they're in their own worlds, I don't know, riding unicorns. But, in general, I have just not been okay. And, and I want you guys to know, like I've said my earlier episodes, it's, anxiety is okay. You can say you have anxiety, you can say you have depression, everything. It's 100% real. There's people that don't believe in it. I believe in it, okay? And you can always, if you want to talk to me. Of course, I'm not a trained professional, but I think from my friends, I think I've been very helpful, and dealing and talking things out with them and dealing with their situations, because I've been there, like to this day, like right now I'm in it right now and anxious. I have a lot of issues, but I just have to get by it just like everybody else, day by day, and when I say get through it, I don't mean for you to ignore it and push it down, because that is the exact opposite of what you want to do. 100%, you want to talk to people, but I understand. I live in a house with a brown mother who is Puerto Rican, so to parents, not all parents, not all minorities parents and stuff are like this, but I don't know about you, but a lot are, where they don't really think about how we feel. They just compare from their childhood to ours, and they are giving us better lives, but they just don't understand how the way they speak to us, or the way they treat us, or how much freedom we are given, especially as women, as the girls of a Hispanic or any brown family. It's just, it does a lot, and it really rips you apart, because everyone's looking at you in a certain way, and it's just hard, especially if you're the oldest, because I'm the oldest, and that's even more. But I just wanted to say that of all of this going on, I was in a dark place in March, April-ish, because of news I heard, and maybe I'll share it with you guys one day. I mean, it's not too deep, but it broke my heart, and it hurts a lot, and honestly, to this day, it still hurts, but at this moment, I'm just like, it, not necessarily it is what it is, but more like, it is what it is, but I can move on. Sorry for the noise in the background if you hear anything, but I'm saying is I can move on, and I can go on with my day, and I can learn how to cope with it each and every day, and it is getting better, and that's just me. Is it easy? No, it is extremely difficult, but through these things you need to learn and find something that you can put that energy to and make it positive. So what I do, and I've always done since I was a kid, is I read and I write. I love to write. You don't even understand. Um, when I was a kid, my aunt, because I used to live with her instead of my mother for my whole childhood, to, you know how most typical kids, they're like, oh, we're taking away your DS, oh, you can't watch TV, oh, you cannot play outside. No, me, it was, we're taking your books, you can't read. So they would make sure I didn't touch any of my books. It would be taken out of my room, and I would just be sitting on the carpet, just sitting, because like I didn't do anything. I just loved to read, like it was the funniest thing. I would sneak books, guys, out to recess, and my teacher I would get in trouble and be put in timeout for reading outside, because that's what I wanted to do. I was also, I love to play and have fun and stuff, but like I was just in love with reading. And so, that stuck with me to this day. And I will admit, I kind of got off track with the reading when I got a phone, because that just ruined my concentration skills. But writing has always, and I don't know, I would say it has always been a thing, but I didn't really discover my love for writing until like 6th grade, when I discovered fan fiction. And if you don't know what fan fiction is, it's basically where you can, it's like a community of people who, for like comics or TV shows or anything, honestly, but I preferred Marvel comics and Teen Titans. Don't come at me, please. But all around middle school, I would read fan fiction about, because it's like you take the characters and you can, obviously you leave them how they are, but you can make them anything, like any storyline. You could put them at high school, you could just anything with them, and it's like you're making your own story, but with the characters that you love. So I would read like high school fan fictions, and just a lot, like a little too much. Like I would literally sit in my mom's room using the PS3 and read fan fiction instead of watching TV or playing video games. Like I was that kid. I'm still that kid. I'm like a nerd, and I just learned to accept it. I was like, you know what? I'm a nerd. Who cares? Whatever. I'm gonna get off my life. But so I take my anger and my frustration and my anxiety and all the feelings, and I'm gonna say this too. And I haven't been diagnosed with these things, but I think it's pretty evident in myself, especially the things I've been through. And also, I think I have body dysmorphia, which is basically a disorder, mental disorder. And I'm reading off of just a Google I found online from Mayo Clinic. Body dysmorphia, body dysmorphic disorder is a mental health disorder in which you can't stop thinking about one or more perceived defects or flaws in your appearance. A flaw that appears minor or can't be seen by others, but you may feel so embarrassed, ashamed, and anxious that you may avoid many social situations. And that hit me the other day, because my mom's friend had asked me, she said, hey, Alicia, can you go to Brahms, right? And if you don't know, I live right next to Brahms. Like those little apartments in our story, I live right there next to Brahms. Like it takes less than a minute to get there. And I was just like, I don't really want to go. And it's not that I'm being lazy. I mean, that has a factor. But when I am in public, I generally, like, even if you guys are not looking at me and you don't care, because, it's just whatever, it's life, you're living your life. I feel like everyone's staring at me, everyone's picking me apart, and I'm picking myself apart. And it's a lot, okay? So, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, because I don't have a lot of time, and also, I just don't really want to get into it. But basically, I just don't really like my appearance, and it's a struggle each and every day. But I use this energy and this pain and everything I feel, and I put it into writing. And I've been writing since a very long time. When I started doing my own little fan fiction, but I would write it down. My friends would be like, oh my god, that's so good. You totally copied that from somebody. And I was like, no, I didn't. I swear I didn't. Because I did not. But I would just write. So that's what I do now. And recently, I've been writing poems, and I showed them like some good friends, my poems, and maybe if I get enough views. I don't know. I'm gonna think. I'm gonna think of a way for you guys to agree to, so I could read my poems to you and break them down. Because I want to make a book, and I'm writing a book of poetry, so you guys basically be getting free poems from my book that's gonna sell money in the future. But it's more than just, getting cash. I put down my emotions, my feelings, and I try to make it in a beautiful, poetic way that you guys feel it, and it just shifts your whole heart. And I try to make my pain into beauty, I try to make the suffering I've been through worth something. Because everything sorry, if you don't believe in God, I'm just going to say this. And, God, He has everything that He has done or put you through in your life is for a reason. So maybe this is my reason, for all the pain and suffering I've been through. And I can assure you that everything you also have been through is for a reason. And I can promise you that. You have my word on that. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to find the reason, because not everyone finds it, but I can assure you that it's for a reason. So, in general and overall, I think that we should all take this time to really, really reflect on ourselves, and we should all take the time to really, learn more about our inner, I'm not going to say demons, because I don't want people to call their pain demons, because then you're letting whatever it is grow inside you and giving it how serial killers, when they're given a name like Jack the Ripper or the Zodiac Killer, that's what they want, and so that's what your inner selves want. Don't give yourselves the names demons. They're just emotions and feelings and disorders that you may not even know you have, that you need to learn and focus on and dig deeper into, And once again, I'm not a trained professional. I'm just a high school student, 11th grader now, basically, that just wants you guys to feel better and happier. And, if you're happy right now and you're like, girl, I'm good, F all this, I'm like, then do you, Just check up on your friends. Trust me, even the ones that you don't even notice, maybe they're going through something so tragic right now, and they don't even know what to say. They don't want to speak up. So always, always, always check in with your friends, check in with yourself, be good, and try to get out. Try to do something new. Try to work out, try to clear up your face, I don't know. And even if that sounds dumb, because that sounds kind of dumb to me, just do you, be happy, and experience new things, learn new things over the summer. Because I want this to be the summer that we all grow. Because we're going to be in 11th grade, depending on, what grade you're in. But majority, I'm guessing, is in 11th grade. And this is I want the summer to be a new one, transitioning into a new year, a new you. Majority of us are going to be 18 by next year, some this year. We're growing, and we need to get up and start doing it, because the world's moving, and if you miss it, baby. That's it. I don't know why I said that. But overall, thank you for listening to my podcast. I hope you have an amazing day, amazing night, evening, morning, whatever time you're listening to this. And just know I'm always here for you. You can always text me, Alicia_the_great, 2 T's, on Instagram, and follow. And I love you all. Have an amazing day. Tune in for next time. Bye.